our next topic is uniform acceleration and deceleration. So what is acceleration? Acceleration, let us denote it by A. It is the increase of speed or the rate of increase of speed, which means speed divided by time. So this is the increase in speed and divided by time. So what will be the unit of acceleration? The unit of speed we have is meters per second, and that of time we have second, or any other combination, kilometer per hour or hours, which gives us meter per second square, kilometers per hour square. This can also be written like ms raised to the power minus 2. The square s to the power square is in the denominator, so when it comes to the numerator part, it will be written as s to the power minus 2. Similarly, kilometers per hour square can be written as like this. Okay, so this is the unit thing. Next is deceleration. So deceleration is also the same thing, but it is decrease in speed with respect to time. So the formula remains the same, but the only difference is acceleration is positive and deceleration is negative. The speed of a body is increasing at some rate, so there will be acceleration, while on applying brakes the speed of a body decreases. So that is called deceleration. Also the units of deceleration will be the same. So deceleration, as it is same as acceleration but in negative value. So this is also called negative acceleration. And another word for deceleration is retardation. These all means the same, that is negative acceleration. Okay. Now what is uniform acceleration and uniform deceleration? That means when the acceleration of a body is constant, it is known as uniform acceleration. So when the acceleration is constant, what do you mean by acceleration is constant? This means that same speed is increasing in same interval of time. This means uniform acceleration. Let us say that the speed of a body is increasing 4 kilometers per hour in each successive hour. So for the first hour the speed increases 4 hours, in the next hour it will also increase 4 hours, and similarly, so the speed is increasing 4 kilometers per hour in each successive hours, which means the acceleration is constant. Similarly, we have uniform deceleration also. So if the deceleration is constant, then it is called as uniform deceleration. So if the speed of a body is decreasing at the same rate, then it is called uniform deceleration. On applying brakes, speed of a car is decreasing 2 kilometers per hour in each successive hour. So we have a constant decrease in the speed. This is known as uniform deceleration. So for example, if the speed of a car increases 2 kilometers per hour in each successive hour, then the car has a uniform acceleration of 2 kilometers per hour square. So we can differentiate between speed and acceleration or deceleration using the units. So it was given that the speed is increasing 2 kilometers per hour in each successive hour. So the uniform acceleration here we have is 2 kilometers per hour square. And similarly, if the speed of a car decreases 5 kilometers per hour in each successive hour, then the car will be having a uniform deceleration of 5 kilometers per hour square. So the speed was decreasing 5 kilometers per hour. So what will be the uniform deceleration? It will be 5 kilometers per hour square. Now, if our body is having acceleration or deceleration, then the velocity or the speed will not remain same throughout. The speed will change. There will be an initial speed, that is the speed when the body starts moving or when we start considering its motion, and the final speed, which is the final speed we consider about that body. Let us say that if a car is moving with the speed of 50 kilometers per hour, having an acceleration of 3 kilometer per hour square, then its speed after 4 hours will be. So we are given the initial speed of the car. So the speed of the car at starting or initial speed is SI. Initial speed is 50 kilometers per hour. And its acceleration was given to be 3 kilometer per hour square. And we have to find the speed of the body after 4 hours. So the time is 4 hours. So this is the given thing, and we have to find its final speed after 4 hours. So how do we find the final speed? We know that acceleration, we learned, is the difference or the increase in speed divided by time. So what will be the difference or the increase in speed? The increase in speed will be the final speed minus initial speed divided by time. So if we have to find this, so we do it like A multiplied by T, acceleration multiplied by time, will be equal to our final velocity minus final speed minus initial speed. So in order to find this, we add the initial speed to this side, and this is how we will get the final speed. And in case of deceleration, this will be minus, as acceleration is negative in that case. So let us do it like this firstly. Now you know where the formula comes from. So you can easily remember the formula. So SF, that is final speed, it is equals to initial speed plus AT. Now, in order to find the final speed, we need the initial speed 50 plus acceleration we have is 3 multiplied by the time. Time was 4 hours. So this will be 50 plus 4 3s are 12, which gives us 62 kilometers per hour. This will be our final speed. So if a car moves with an initial speed of 50 kilometers per hour and it has a uniform acceleration of 3 kilometer per hour square, so the speed of the car after 4 hours will be 62 kilometers per hour. Similarly, let us do another question on deceleration. So the question is, if on applying the brakes, a car running with the speed of 40 kilometers per hour stopped in 5 minutes, then the deceleration produced due to the brakes will be. So we have to find the deceleration in this case. What we are given is the initial speed of the car was 40 kilometers per hour and the car stopped in 5 minutes. So the time was 5 minutes. If we have to convert this into hours, so it will be 5 by 60 hours. Okay, so we converted the time into hours as the speed and the deceleration are in kilometers per hour. Next thing we are given is that the car stopped in 5 minutes. So if the car stopped, that means its final speed is 0. Final speed of the car is 0 as it has stopped completely. So we have initial speed, we have time, we have final speed. What we have to find is deceleration. Okay, so again we use the same formula. SF is equals to SI. We had the formula plus AT. But in this case, deceleration, we know deceleration is negative acceleration. So there will be a negative sign instead of positive. So negative sign, and let us denote it by D instead of A. So this is the formula for finding the deceleration or any of these when others are given. So in this question we have to find deceleration. What will we do is SF plus SI is equals to minus dt. Now let us put the values. So final speed we have is 0. Initial speed we have is 40 kilometers per hour. So 40 minus d we have to find out, and t is 5/60. Now to find d, so minus d is equals to 40 multiplied by 60 divided by 5. Now we know 5 8s are 40. So d is equals to 8 6 are 48 and 0. So 480 kilometers per hour square. So this was the deceleration, and we had a minus sign to this over here as well. So this minus sign goes to the other side. So what we get is d is equals to minus 480 kilometers per hour square. So why are we having a minus sign over here? It is because we said earlier that deceleration is negative acceleration. That's why we are having a negative sign over here. So this is how we find out the deceleration of an object, or using the same formula, just the difference over here is plus and minus. So it is very easy, just say this one formula, and we also learn how to derive it. This was all about uniform acceleration and deceleration. I hope it's clear to you.